Faith Kids, are you ready to worship? Yeah. Are you ready to praise God? Yeah. Then let's sing our first song, Everywhere I Go. Here we go. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid, this my hope, come what may, where I go with you. Where I go with you. There's a spirit I cannot contain. There's a spirit I cannot contain. The same power that raised Jesus up from the grave, the same power I cannot contain. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid, this my hope, come what may, where I go with you. Sing, oh, 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 here we go. Oh, 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 where I go with you. Sing those once again. Oh, 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 where I go with you. Your breath upon these bones, your fire in my soul, your kingdom is my home, and I don't walk alone. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid, this my hope, come what may, where I go with you. Sing everywhere I go, here we go. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid, this my hope, come what may, where I go with you. Where I go with you. One more time, here we go. Where I go with you.
And now it's time for
God Story Time.
How full is your bucket? For kids. Felix was putting one of the last blocks on his tower when his little sister came in. I want to build with you, she said. Felix scowled. Go away. You're too little. I'm big, Anna said. Stay back. You'll knock it over. I can be very careful. Go play with your baby toys, Anna. Anna was upset. Then suddenly, thwack! Anna knocked over the tower. Felix called for Grandpa. Grandpa! Grandpa shook his head. Felix, you just dipped from your sister's bucket. Like everyone else, Anna has an invisible bucket. When it's empty, she feels bad. But when it's full, she feels great. Didn't you ever notice your own bucket? Invisible bucket? Sometimes Felix couldn't quite tell when his grandfather was joking. But the next morning, when Felix woke up, there it was, a small gray bucket floating above his head. When Felix came down to have breakfast, his mom was in a hurry. I've got a meeting this morning and it's almost time to go. Anna, sit still. Felix slipped and cocoa wheat scattered across the floor. Felix, yelled his mom, you should have used the stool to reach that. Felix could feel his bucket tip and big invisible drips spilled out. Ha ha! Anna laughed as she crunched the cereal with her shoe. Get the broom and clean that up before you miss the school bus, Mom scolded. With the school bus honking, Felix quickly swept up the cocoa wheats and grabbed the last blueberry muffin. But before he could even take one bite, Buster jumped up and grabbed the muffin from his hand. Hey, look at Felix's new backpack. My baby brother has one just like it. Psst, Felix. Psst. Watch out, shrimp. It was still morning, and Felix's bucket was almost empty. As he watched his classmates walk into the room, he secretly hoped that they would trip and fall. That's what it feels like when you have an empty bucket. Felix slumped into a seat and waited for something else bad to happen. Mrs. Bumbernickel walked slowly up to his desk and handed him a paper. He could hardly bear to look. "Felix, you wrote a wonderful story. Would you please share it with the class?" Felix grinned and felt a big drop land right in his bucket. The Giganotosaurus, who wanted a pet, by me, Felix. The class grew quiet. They laughed at all the right places and oohed at the scary parts. When Felix finally read "The End," everyone clapped, even Emily, who sat next to him and didn't like dinosaurs. Team captains today are Veronica and Felix. Nice cow. It's a dog. Well, nice colors there, Felix. Cool laser ant backpack, Felix. By afternoon, Felix's bucket was nearly full. At recess, when he looked around, Felix suddenly realized that his grandpa was right. Everyone else had a bucket too. "Let me help you. Here's your baseball. Catch." "Thanks, dude." "Hi, I'm Felix. First day?" "Yes, I'm Amir." The strange thing was that for every drop he helped put in someone else's bucket, he felt another drop in his own bucket. When Felix burst in the door after school, he shouted, "You were right, Grandpa. I do have a bucket, and I understand how it works." Then he saw Anna's torn doll. "Bad dog," he almost scolded. But then he thought, dogs might have an invisible bucket too. "Your doll will be okay, Anna," said Felix. "Mom will fix her." "Until then, do you want to help me build the tallest building in the world with my blocks?" And so they did. The end.
Now, this summer, you might be going on some cool trips or vacations. This next song is about how God is with us everywhere we go. If there's one thing we can count on, it's that God will never let us down, and we can trust everything He does. He keeps His promises, we know, because, yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. Yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him, yeah. If there's one thing we can count on, it's that God will never let us down, and we can trust everything He does. He keeps His promises, we know, because, yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. Yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. Yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. Yeah, the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. We can trust Him, we can trust Him.
Thanks for joining us, Faith Kids. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. See you next time.